What's goody, YouTube? It's your girl, Dion. And as you can see, I'm back. And if you have no idea who I am, again, that means you weren't watching any of my videos. So you should do that. You should tap that subscribe button and make that bell ring so that you don't miss any more videos, because there's going to be more coming, like I promise you. This video right here is my topic number 2. And it's my coming out story. And I really didn't have a choice. I kind of was pushed out. So in this video, I'm going to tell you guys my story. And at the end, I'm going to give you guys some advice, because I'm sure somebody has been through this or is possibly going through this right now. And, could use a little advice. So let's get started. As I said in my previous video, Are You Born Gay or Is It a Choice? If you haven't watched it, go watch it. I'm going to put the link in the description so you can go do that. And but as I said in my previous video, I was liking girls ever since I was young. So obviously, not obviously, but with my family being in the church, me being in the church all the time, I wasn't able to be me. So I was pretending for a long time. So my coming out story is going to be like around maybe like high school time-ish. Yeah, I was kind of in high school around this time. So, I mean, it was around high school, like, my mom would, like, start asking me about, if I was gay or if I liked girls, because it was always this one girl, my friend, I would always go over her house. Like, I was always over her house, like, every day. Like, we didn't even go to the same school. We didn't live in the same neighborhood, but I was always at Shorty house. So my mom like, yo, like, you always at, I ain't gonna say nobody's name in this video. You feel me? Just in case they want to watch this video. But, yeah, she's like, oh, you always over old girl house a lot. You like her? And I'm like, nah. I don't like her. That's just my friend. We be chilling, talking about school and stuff. So my mom like, all right, whatever. So I knew when I was over old girl house, okay, that we wasn't talking about homework and we wasn't talking about school at all, okay, because we didn't go to the same school. We didn't have the same teachers, and we didn't have the same homework. Like, none of it, like, we wasn't talking about school, okay? So, yeah, so I was always, like, I always felt, like, kind of intimidated to even, like, tell my mom the truth, because I felt like if I told her the truth, like, she would just wild out on me, and I would probably, like, be on the street or something like that, because my entire family is in the church. So it's, like I said, like, it was that one uncle, and he wasn't being honest. So I wasn't about to be honest, okay? So, no, that's my friend, all right? So moving along, this is how I ended up being, like, pushed out, shall I say. My cousin, and don't look, I'm gonna say this right now, do not judge me, okay? Don't do it. So my cousin had a girlfriend, and she would always, like, hit me up to talk about my cousin, like, oh, your cousin isn't doing this, your cousin isn't doing that. And I'm like, yo, you should tell him. Like, that's something y'all should work out. You feel me? And all this time, I had no idea she was plotting on the kid. Okay? Yes, plotting on me. I wasn't plotting on her. All right? This is the truth. I'm not lying to y'all. All right? So, yeah, so Shorty was plotting on me the whole time. I had no idea. So I'm thinking, like, I'm just on the phone talking, telling her to talk to my cousin, talk y'all feelings out, talk y'all stuff out. So this goes on for a while. Like, we be on the phone or whatever. She be talking about my cousin. So it was never like, I never felt like she liked me or she was attracted to me or anything like that, because I wasn't doing stuff like that. Like, I wasn't outly, like, talking to girls. So I never felt like that's how she was coming. So one day, this girl, we're going to call her Petunia. Petunia, you feel me? She hit me up like, yo, you should come through to my grandma's house. Like, we all just chilling or whatever. And we all over here. We just chilling. So I'm like, yo, like, is everybody over there? Because I ain't even going to hold you. Like, I was attracted to girls early on, but I was still scary. Like, I wasn't, like, coming at no girls all like, yo, what's up? Like, you about to run? Like, I wasn't even, no. Like, that wasn't the wave. So I was a little shook up when she told me to come through. So I'm like, yo, like, you sure? Like, everybody gonna be there, whatever. She like, yeah, like, everybody's gonna be here, da, da, da. So I get on the little train or whatever. And I get there, and, like, her people comes and picks me up. And we get to her people's house. Literally, like, nobody's there, my guy. Like, nobody. Like, it's just me and her. Like, and I'm like, yo, like, you said everybody was over here. Like, it's just me and you. So I'm like, all right, well, you feel me? Maybe they'll come. Maybe they coming later. Like, I'm going to just chill. So we ended up chilling and watching a movie or whatever. She ends up taking advantage of me. Okay? All right? She knew what she was doing. All right? And some things happened. Not going to go in details. All right? Because, yeah, I'm just not going to do that. But, yeah, shorty took advantage of me. And, like, my family ended up, like, having this idea, I guess, that they wanted to have cousins get together. So, of course, nobody knows I'm talking to this girl. Like, this girl's calling me, talking to me about our cousin or whatever. So, they're like, oh, let's go bowling. Let's all go bowling. So, my family's huge. Like, there's a lot of us. So, when we go out, like, it's just a lot of us. So, we all go to the bowling alley. We get there, and my cousin pulls up without another cousin. This nigga brings his girlfriend. That wasn't on the invitation. Like, it was cousins only. So, I see her, and I'm like, this is shorty that trapped me just a little bit ago at the house. And here he go, bringing her to the cousin. So, it was just, in my mind, it's just going. So, I'm like, it's about to be lit. So, he brings her. She already looking when she get out the car. I'm like, oh, all right. Well, I'm not going to make eye contact. So, we all go in. We chilling. Nothing's obvious. So, we all go in. We bowling. The night's going on. It's getting time to get ready to go. And I go to the bathroom. And while I'm in the bathroom, shorty comes in the bathroom. So, I'm like, oh. Here we go. Like, the whole night that you was in line. Now you're getting a little out of pocket. So she comes in the bathroom or whatever. And I'm like, yo, like, why you in here? Like, you know, my cousin probably out there looking for you. Like, this isn't a good look. Like, you should just go out. So she like, oh, I don't care about him. Like, she's just doing the most. So I'm like, yo, like, in my mind, I'm like, yo, all of my cousins are here. Like, this is not... Like, this just isn't it. Like, this isn't what I wanted to go on. So, another one of my cousins comes in the bathroom. And I'm like, oh, all right, well, it's time to go. So, of course, this cousin isn't going to say nothing because she cool. If she watching this, I know she watching this. You feel me? I knew you was in that head. I knew you saw us in there, but you ain't say nothing. And I'll fuck with you. But it was not even like that, for real. But, maybe it was. But nonetheless, yeah, so another cousin came in. So I'm like, yo, like, you need to walk out the bathroom. Like, this is becoming too much. So she's like, all right, I'm going to walk out. So she's like, I'm going to walk out after you. But I go to walk out, and she just walks out with me. So we end up walking out together. Who's standing in front of the girl's bathroom? Dun, dun, dun. My cousin. He's right there. Like, as soon as we walk out, I'm like... But I told you. Like, I told you he was going to be right here. So he's literally right there. Boom. So I'm like, sure. Hit it. Sharp right turn. So I start walking to the other cousin. So I'm like, oh, what's going on? We about to leave. So we all get ready to go outside. Next thing I know, they arguing. Like, they going at it. Like, fuck you, bitch. Like, you don't get in my car. Like, I don't need to get in your car. Like, and I'm just like, man, this 0 to 100 real quick, okay? And I'm just like, who's my ride? Like, we just should go. Like, this is looking crazy. So they're like, oh, what's going on? So my cousin, obviously, my family, like, they ready to ride on shorty. So I'm like, I kind of just had a situation with her. So shorty, she trying to dip. Like, she's literally trying to walk home. And in order for her to get home, like, she has to get on a highway. So she can't walk home. So I'm like, but this doesn't even make sense. So I'm like, yo, just hold on. Let me go talk to her real fast. You feel me? I'll be right back. So I'm running. I go grab her like, yo, what are you doing? Like, this is crazy. Like, you gonna get my cousin in trouble, da-da-da-da. So I end up just talking to her and, like, getting her to get in the car with my cousin. So everybody looking at me like, oh, like, what you say to her that made her get in the car? Like, what y'all? So it was just, like, looking crazy. So I'm like, all right, look, she getting in the car, y'all. It's time to go. We don't gotta beat around. Like, I'm flexing. Like, so I'm like, yeah, like, we don't gotta do none of that. Like, she won't get in the car, da-da-da. So she gets in the car and they go home. So I'm thinking everything smooth sailing. Nobody knows nothing, right? No, they was talking behind my back or something. Because moments later, I'm at the house chilling, you know, watching a little Rugrats or something, possibly, you know, a little Nick at Night. And I get a phone call from one of my cousins that's like a brother to me. We like grew up together ever since we was like babies, like took baths together, like this nigga my brother. So he calls me and he like, yo, a couple other cousins was talking and they said you was gay, and you feel me, I don't care, but I just want to know because I don't want them talking about you like that. You feel me? You know I always got your back, whoop-de-whoop, So I'm like, at this point in my life, like, I was so tired of just lying. I was so tired of just being somebody that I wasn't for my family, for pretty much my family, because my friends was chill. Like, so I just was tired of lying, and I just told him, I was like, yeah, bro, like, I am gay. Yeah, I do like girls. And he was like, okay, I'm cool with that. I still love you. And I'm like, thank you. Like, I appreciate that. Like, thank you for still loving me. And he was like, yeah, well, you know what? I'm about to call him and I'm about to straighten them out. So I'm like, all right, thanks, you know, for straightening them out. And I don't think he straightened them out. I think he told my aunt. And my aunt called my mom. And my mom, you know, when you get that call, when it's like, when they call your whole name, you know it's something. So I was downstairs. You already know when shit's hot. You always try to walk off, try not to be around when shit get hot. So I heard my mom hang up the phone, and she called my whole name. And I'm like, huh? Come here. Oh, so I knew. It was hot. So I go upstairs, and she like, I just got off the phone with yeah, and da-da-da-da-da. Are you gay? I can feel me standing in the door right now. I can feel literally like, and I just was at the point where I was just tired. Like, I was tired of lying. And I was just like, yeah, Mom, I am. And I think, like, she wasn't really expecting me to say, yeah. So she was just like, okay, you can go back downstairs. And I was like, phew. You feel me? I thought, like, man, like, I'm free. Like, I could do whatever. Like, I could live my life now. Like, my family knows, my mom knows. Like, this is so easy. And as you can see, I'm getting a little teary-eyed because this is, like, where I guess it gets a little emotional, because it wasn't easy at all. And I guess because my mom didn't know how to handle it, or she didn't expect it, she didn't know what to do in that situation. Had to go get a little rat. But, yeah, I guess because she's never dealt with anything like that, she didn't really know what to do in that situation. So, what I thought was me in the clear was things starting to get harder. So, I go to school, and I come home, and my mom's not there, and there's a note on my pillow with some money. And long story short, it was just my mom expressing to me how she was going to leave for a couple of days, and she didn't want to talk to me because she didn't raise me this way, and it was just, I guess she was hurt or whatever. And that hurt me because my dad was like in my life, but not really. So it was kind of like my mom and my grandma is my everything. So for her to leave and to leave me a note and not talk to me kind of like just made me feel kind of like alone. So yeah, she left for a couple of days, and I talked to my mom like through email. I didn't talk to her on the phone. I didn't see her for like, it was like 3 days maybe. And it was hard. But eventually, obviously, she came around and she had a conversation with a man at her job that I look up to from that point on as like a mentor and as a guide in so many ways, because in so many words, he just explained to her, like, I'm still the same person. I've been this way. It's just the fact that she knows now, and everybody knows now, and I need her now more than anybody, because my family stopped talking to me. Like, they started to hug me different. Like, they started to look at me different. Like, everything just was different. And people obviously subconsciously don't pay attention to the things that they do because it's who they are. So obviously to them, they didn't really realize that they were doing it. But from that moment of me pretty much being kind of pushed out, because I just was tired at that point. I just was tired of lying. And it wasn't that I never had a boyfriend, or because I did have a boyfriend. One, actually. And with, like, honestly, like, I knew he was the one. R.I.P. He passed away. But he wasn't a thug. Like, any guy that I talked to, I never really talked to many guys, honestly. Maybe like 2 at the most. But now looking back, like, all of them, like, none of them were like really manly dudes. Like, they were all guys that kind of looked like girls. Like, they had long hair. Or my only boyfriend did my hair. So he was just like, I don't know. I felt like we were keeping each other's secrets, sort of, kind of, because like after we grew up and became adults, I went to the Navy, and I guess he was just able to live his life and become him. He was able to, I guess, let his family know that he was gay. And when I went to the Navy, nobody was around me. So nobody was doing for me. So I didn't care what anybody thought. I didn't care how they felt. I didn't care about anything, because it was even times where I was young. Like, I always felt like I was forced to try to like guys. I was forced to want to be with guys. I was forced to want a guy, and that was never my thing. So when I joined the Navy, I just was feeling so free. Like, I could just live my life. And my advice to the young people out there, because I went and watched some other YouTube videos, and I see a lot of people telling y'all, man, do you, live your life, be happy for you. And it's real easy to say when you're an adult and you're living for you, and you're able to pay your own bills, you're able to buy your own clothes, like, you're not still depending on your parents. So my advice to you is to definitely make sure that you're happy, but never jeopardize your living, never jeopardize what you have to feel as though that you just need to be free. Because, like I said, my mother knew, my family knew, but I had to be someone else for a long time. And yeah, it sucked. It sucked real bad, but it would have sucked even more if I was younger and my mother left and I didn't know how to drive, or I didn't know how to get around, or I didn't do anything. You feel what I'm saying? Or I didn't have family or whatever. You feel what I'm saying? Like, I don't ever want to tell you guys at a young age to just live your life. Just be happy. Do what's best for you and fuck everybody else. And like, you want to be happy for sure, but never, ever, ever put yourself in a bad position. Just don't put yourself in a bad position. It's hard. It's hard to live your life being somebody else, or for other people. But it's also, now I can say I'm happy and I'm living for me. But there's still times, there's always going to be times where people are going to judge you. There's always going to be times where people are not going to believe that you are who you are because that's who you are. There's going to be times where people are going to look at you. There's going to be times all your life you're going to constantly fight a battle. At all costs, be you. But I don't feel like if you know it's going to put you in a bad position, just play the part. For real, for real. Like, I was never going to put myself on the street for no female. Okay? Because if my mom was to be like, hey, if you gay, you got to go, then I'm straight and I'm going to stay. Okay? Until I can get my own money and I can get my own things, until I can do for me and I can live my own life. So that's my advice. Until you could do for you and live your own life for you, then, you feel me, definitely be free, definitely voice your opinions, definitely make sure that you're happy, but be smart. Be smart. That's my advice, for real. Be smart in what you do. Be smart in who you love. Being smart in how you love. And don't allow other people to control your life. For real. Yeah. Because after a while, you get tired of lying. And you get tired of putting up this facade and just being somebody that you're not. So I definitely understand how some of you may feel. And how some of you may want to say, well, I just want to be me. I just want to be happy. But when you can't provide for yourself and you can't do certain things for yourself, it's a little game you gotta play. So just play the game and do your thing. I love y'all. I'll fucks with y'all for fucking with me, because there's so many videos on YouTube that you could definitely be watching right now. But you came right here and you tapped that link on Instagram, you typed in my name, you feel me, and you looked up this video and you made it happen for me. And for that, I appreciate you. So give this video a big thumbs up, man. I appreciate y'all. And if there's any questions that you guys have for me, any advice you guys need, I'll definitely drop my email down here. And make sure y'all tap that link and subscribe, man, and make that bell ring, because like I said before, it's going to be plenty more videos, man. And I appreciate y'all for y'all time. Thank you.